I want to show you guys something. So the other day, this came in the mail after my day shift. Wife messaged me. She said, there's a surprise here for you. Something arrived. So this bad boy rocked up the other day, I think 2 days ago now. I've just been at work and whatever, so I didn't have time to show you guys this. So I've already opened it up with the family. Actually, my kids were with me when I opened it. Quite a special moment, actually. So this arrived. I already made a video with this thing, with the Will Chamberlain little 100 on one of the blocks that I use. But I'm gonna share this with you guys as well to show you, because this is yours as much as it is mine, because without you guys this wouldn't be possible. And so, like I always thank you guys, kind of in the credits of each video. I want to thank you guys for this, because this is special, man, and this is something that I never thought I would ever hold in my hands. It makes me think about all those guys in the NBA when they, some of them, not all of them, they go up on the podium and receive that MVP trophy. And I always kind of resonate with people that say, this is a team award. It really is a team award, because in the NBA, you can't get an MVP if you're last in the league. The MVP winners are usually from a really good team, and he's the most kind of effective player, the most valuable player, right? You're not very valuable if you're losing. And so this, to me, is a winner's trophy. And you guys, the guys in the comments, the guys on Patreon, you guys are my team. This is my team. This is why I think I want to show you this. I want to show you what this is, share it with you guys, because just like the other night, I shared it with my family. That was kind of like a private thing with them. Make no mistake, this channel, me, Ivan, squatting every day would not be possible without my wife. Without her, without the kids, she's the anchor. And so a lot of you guys say, man, I can't believe you do all of the stuff that you do. You work out so frequently. It's because of her. I've got 2 kids. You can imagine how busy life is with 2 kids. I spend a lot of time per week training. Basically now it's 2 hours a day now. 7 days in a week. It's 14 hours just training. Just training, 14 hours a week. It's a lot of time. Not to mention the time that it requires for me to edit these videos, do the voiceovers, probably another minimum hour a day. Probably even more. Some days it's even more by the time I do the voiceover and all that stuff. So let's say minimum, it takes me an hour to make these videos per day. So that's 3 times 7, 21 hours. I've got kids, man. I work part-time at the hospital. This is not possible without her, first and foremost. And then it's not possible without you guys, because if you guys didn't resonate with me and my experience with training, this wouldn't be here. I would not have 100,000 freaking subscribers. So here it is. Let's kind of open it together. Hopefully I don't have a cameraman, but hopefully we can kind of see what's going on here. So box, all the stuff in front. So then there's this like little foamy thing. And then there's the bad boy. How do I get this out now? Hold on. Okay, here we go. You guys ready? Hopefully you guys can see this. You will see a funny thing about it. You'll see that it's my first name, my last name, and my last name starts with a lowercase d. When I got this email from Google, YouTube, they said click the link, follow the prompts. So I did. I was at work. I took like 2 seconds off the floor I was really excited to see this. And there was a box that said, type your channel name. So I typed my channel name, and I thought it was going to be kind of like a search result. But in fact, that box translated to what is written here. So in the confirmation email, when I kind of did all the bits and pieces, they said, congratulations, Ivan, and then a lowercase Djuric. And I thought, surely that's not going to be on the award. So I immediately emailed them back. There was a link there to like email with like changes and whatever. I emailed them basically immediately, and I said, look, I don't want the lowercase d in my last name. My channel starts with the uppercase D. No one got back to me. 3 weeks later, this thing arrived. So some of my family was like, oh, just contact them and get it changed. I'm not going to get it changed. To me, it's not about these minor things. It's about the whole meaning behind all of this. It's not the actual award. This thing basically is useless to me. This thing symbolizes a lot more than just this award. This award is not about the thing itself. It's about what it represents. And even though it's imperfect, there's mistakes on this thing, there's also mistakes with me. And there's also mistakes with you guys. And no one's perfect. So I got this. I just say God wanted it this way. And God wants me to pursue perfection, pursue improvement. And that's what I think about when I think about this lowercase d. I'm not good enough. I need to work harder. This is nothing. This is nothing. I am no one. And so that lowercase d means a lot more to me than an uppercase D. I've thought about it for a few days now. And that's exactly what I'm getting out of this. So some of you guys might be a little bit kind of anal about it, like, oh no, there's no way in hell I'm going to live this. But to me, like I said to you guys, it's not the actual thing. This trophy is a piece of metal. What makes it special is the meaning that I carry with it. You guys, my family, the cameraman, the other cameraman. This is a team effort. This is an MVP award to me. And that's what makes it special to me. So somebody that walks off the street looks at this and says, oh, this is really cool, 100,000, it's a lot of subscribers. Oh, look at that, spelling mistake. It's not. To me, I see a lot more through this. It's kind of like a lens into something that I've put in 2.5 years in. And what I see is a whole lot of people, whole lot of support, whole lot of love, whole lot of mistakes, whole lot of poppy moments. It feels good. It feels good. So I'm one of those, I guess you guys probably worked it out. I'm one of those deep and meaningful kind of spirits. To be honest with you, I'm still processing the birth of my first child. And there are processes in my mind that kind of take a very long time to kind of understand. This is going to take a little while to settle in. A lot of people ask me, how does it feel to have 100,000 subscribers? I don't know. I honestly don't know. This is all kind of like a whirlwind to me. I don't feel special. I don't feel any different. I'm just a normal guy. I still have to eat and shit and shower and go to work and all that stuff. Nothing's changed, except that I have this really cool hobby that a lot of people are involved in. So here it is, guys. This is yours as much as it is mine, like I said. And I want to thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for making my dream come true. Not in the sense of becoming a YouTuber, but because of all of this stuff. I can devote more time into something that I love. It's just really cool to know there's a lot of people like me out there who care about the whole improvement world, physical, mental, spiritual, all that stuff. So thank you guys for that. So that's kind of what's in the box. And then there's a few other bits and pieces. Some promo thing. And the other thing that's kind of really cool about this, I'll put it up here. I don't know whether you guys can read it. It's from Susan Wojcicki, I think, CEO of YouTube. It's a nice little kind of write-up about, what it means to have a community. And it's, congratulating me on the milestone. And so that's it. There's another little promo card about the people that made the thing. Having that said, again, I want to thank everyone who's been kind of on the journey with me here. All the OGs, kind of back in the day when I had 100 subscribers, all the way to now. Each one of you guys is a big part of this. This is a celebration of the channel. It's not just a celebration of mine. It's all of us. So let's continue on the journey. Let's continue fighting and improving, and let's continue to strive to get a uppercase D one day. That's what it's all about. Looking for those weaknesses and correcting them. And this little guy down here, the little D, is just a reminder that no matter who you are, where you are, you still have a weakness to work on. Now let's get back into the video. I'm going to drive to the gym now and do some squats. I'll see you guys on the other side. Striving to be better is an idea that I really like. I'm basically hooked on this idea of improving my strength. Back in the day when I was a basketball player, when I was a kid growing up with the hopes of playing in the NBA, I had a different puzzle to solve. I a different sport to worry about, different ideas to worry about. Now it's about strength, getting stronger in the squat, deadlift, bench, and other kind of accessory movements. And that's kind of all I think about. No matter what level I get to, I'm always going to have this feeling of it's about the puzzle. It's not about where I've come or what the destination is. It's about the journey. And I truly feel that. So moments like these, when I get these type of awards or when I get these kind of milestones, I always kind of think that's great, but what's next? Not in the sense of what's the next destination, but like, how do I get better? And I've always kind of been like that ever since I've kind of, known for myself. Like I would have wonderful games on the basketball court. I would have really good training sessions. But I would always kind of review, think about the moments that didn't work out. I always kind of used to think to myself, okay, I made this cut, I got open, pump faked, crossed him over, went to the ring, reverse layup, that worked. That's a success, that's great. That's in my arsenal. But what really kind of took my attention was the moments where I did something and it didn't work out. And I would kind of like think about, what is it about that thing that didn't work? And it would kind of grab my attention. I wanted to problem solve it. I've always been like that. And so I get this award, I open the thing up, and it's a lowercase d. It kind of reminds me, it's almost like a perfect thing that's happened. It's completely an accident on my front, writing the damn thing, and the guy following it blindly. But it's exactly what I need. I need that push. I need that symbol on a milestone like this. I need a symbol inbuilt into it that reminds me that the job is not done. It's not done. You are still in the journey. And to me, it's a beautiful thing because it's part of me, who I am, always to progress. And I looked this up, a while back. I looked it up tonight again. How many people get to 100,000 subscribers? How many people get to 1 million subscribers and 50 million? I think it's something like 16 people or 16 channels have reached 50 million. Something like 20,000 have reached 1 million. And then probably probably hundreds of thousands of people have reached 100,000 subscribers. So the fact that this was an oversight, whoever was making this, is completely okay. Because they're probably printing these things hundreds a day. In my mind, though, I'm like, okay, nobody knows about you. You don't matter. It suits me so much that I get these type of signals because when I'm approaching that deadlift PR bar, when I'm approaching that squat, these are the thoughts that I have. These are the thoughts that I have. You are not good enough. You're weak. You're not good. And a whole bunch of other profanities that I say to myself, which basically wakes something up inside me. I don't exert, song and dance about the whole thing. Like some people get slapped and punched and kneed in the balls and all this sort of stuff before they do a PR. For me, it's purely internal, and I just basically talk to the part of my brain that really kind of, I talk to myself in a way that really pisses me off. And it's kind of like a controlled rage. And that type of rage is what pushes me on. I want to be better. And what that better means, I'm not sure. Even if I set a world record, I'm going to always want more. Because no matter what you lift, there's always the next level. And I think that's the beautiful thing. That's the championship mindset that separates you from everyone. Kobe, man, the best in the NBA, his prime. LeBron, who are these people? Like, what are you chasing? You're chasing your internal. You're better than everyone that's playing, man. So then maybe you're chasing some legends of the past, chasing some numbers, chasing some championships. It needs to be an internal thing. And for me, it's always been an internal thing. And this is why the whole squat every day thing comes around and makes sense to me, because I get to solve the puzzle every day. I think a lot of people criticize me for, my training philosophy, my training style, because they look at it from a physical only perspective. There's much more depth to this than just the physical. There's the mental, there's the experimentation, there's the spiritual, feeling good about myself, meditating through this space. There's also the mental health side of things, where you are legit feeling better and better after every session. It's just, that's the case to me. I don't know what type of person I would be if I didn't have this release on a daily basis. So that to me, it's a multifactorial kind of benefit to me. And so just striving to improve is what keeps me focused. No matter what the milestone, no matter if it's 1 million, 50 million, whatever case might be, you will never beat the barbell. You will never beat, you will never beat it. There's nothing to beat. You can't beat gravity. You can't squat the damn earth. And I think that idea, that kind of mental shift into thinking about just improve no matter what, always seek to get an edge, study human movement, study biomechanics, study, think, feel. It's an unsolvable puzzle, and I love it. I absolutely love it. And through this journey of 2.5 years now, or whatever it is, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about me as a physical, human being. Learned a lot about the mental aspects, all the crap voices that we all have in our heads. I've learned a lot. And it makes me feel good, no matter what the results are on the table, no matter what I write on a piece of paper as the final PR that I will ever have. I feel proud that I gave it a good old whack. I gave it a good old go, man. Nobody can tell me that I didn't rock up and train hard enough. I'm rocking up every day. I'm knocking on that door every single day. I'm trying to work it out. And so when I hear Shaq talk about his dad locking his trophies away and all this sort of stuff, because you don't want to take the wind out of your sails because you start feeling yourself. I relate to that. I want the guys to freaking put, lowercase I, lowercase everything, man, because it's kind of telling me, mate, you're no way. Push, work, stay on the course. Don't let this 100,000 blow your head up and make you think like you're someone, blah, 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 blah. I see a lot of people feel themselves. And I don't care who you are. When you start feeling yourself, man, you are not doing yourself justice. That's my perspective. And I know I've seen sports people around the world who do the talking and the walking, and that might be their thing. But for me, I'm nothing. And that's the self-talk that I have. You are nothing. You are weak. You have a long way to go. And that's the beautiful thing. Because if you start telling yourself, oh, I'm the strongest in the gym here. Wow, look at that. No one's lifted more weight than me today. Big deal, man. Zoom the hell out, man. Look at the state. Look at the country. Look at the world. Look what other people are doing. Turn on and see what's happening. That kind of humbles me and makes me think, okay, so every time I go I don't know why I do this. Every time I go for a front squat, I think about Klokov. I think about him. Because he's literally the guy that caught my eye. And I was like, Jesus Christ, 250 kilo front squat with a damn pause. And he just flew up. That to me was incredible. So every time I go in for a front squat, my measly 140 kilos, I think to myself, imagine 250. And you are scared of 160, 170. Imagine 250, man, with a damn pause. You have some traps pain. You've got some erectors discomfort. Imagine 250, man. And so that's how I talk to myself. That's how I process all of this stuff. No matter where I am, where I get to, I'm not the best. So sit down, little boy, get to work. That's kind of how I've looked at things. This is, you might be hearing this stuff and be like, nah, man, that's not something that I want to kind of go towards. You might have a different type of self-talking to system. But I like talking to myself that I'm inferior. I like telling myself that. And seeing that damn YouTube sign, YouTube play button, I'm like, that's interesting. My family name is lowercase. That's cool. That's really cool. I'll show you guys what's going on. It's something that I kind of it's something that I tell myself. It doesn't have to mean. You might have a different type of approach, and you'll be like, these moments should be celebrated, and you should feel really happy about all of this stuff. Don't get me wrong, I'm still happy about this moment, but the way I internalize it, I want to make sure I internalize it in a way that projects me forward. It doesn't cap me and stunt my growth. That's kind of how I think about these things. Anyway, the point is, no matter who you are, where you are, you need to strive to be better. That's the whole point. That's what I take out of all these moments. You know, I remember telling people about this, what I tell myself before the PI, and people are like, why do you sell that to yourself, man? Like, a lot of people like, you know, you should be telling yourself, you got this, you are good, you're good enough, you know, all that stuff. Like, I've tried that, and it makes me feel like, I don't know, it doesn't make me feel as good when I tell myself I'm shit. You're shit, man. Like, why, you know, you're no one. Oh man, that fires my adrenal gland so much, which probably tells you guys something about me and my psyche and where I stand, you know, in all these things. But I don't know. We're all different, and I mean, you might be one of those guys that prefers to get kicked in the balls before the PR. You know, I mean, I don't want to have pain. You know, like when I lift, I want to be able to have my sensory system like about me, and I want to know where the pain is, what my lower back is doing, what my grip is doing, where my traps are and all that. And if I'm worried about my ball sack hurting, then it's not going to go well. That's me, at least. So I want to be a calm lifter with rage. I've got a couple of names to mention in this one. Martin Denner. Once again, man, I'm sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. And also Mike. A couple more names to add it to the list. The army is growing. The support is growing. The community is growing. It's a damn blessing, man. It really is a blessing. And, man, I've said this in the past, but I literally feel like I won a lotto. Appreciate you guys. I'll catch you tomorrow in the next one. Catch you later. Peace out.